This short video demonstrates CERTA's solution for UFLPA compliance. We pulled in partner data from certa.ai to help illustrate their capability to identify UFLPA type risk factors on specific vendors. In this scenario, the vendor we are attempting to onboard is Julu County Shandong Clothing Company located in China. The supplier manager would load the basic information on that supplier. We also have batch case functionality to load multiple records at a time. Any of the details here can be modified to collect and add more engagement overview as desired. But essentially, they would kick off the process and load that record in, whereby the system could do a duplicate check and offer up preferred third parties. At that stage, we would then send out an alert to the third party themselves, asking them to fill out specific information about their business, add additional contact details, as well as disclose any critical tier N suppliers. There is the ability to capture business details. We can add personal details and leverage that further downstream for screening and UFLPA risk identification. The system can also upload any documents pertaining to that particular supplier that you might want to collect. After that, we also have enabled a UFLPA risk questionnaire. This would allow a client to ask any sort of specific questions related to how they handle UFLPA compliance, basically attesting to not working with any suppliers where there is known forced labor or modern slavery. Once that's completed, the system would then provide a view for a compliance approval lens to identify any of the risks that have been either self-disclosed or captured along the way. In this view, we have integrated with our partner certa.ai for business details, as well as their critical risk factors related to UFLPA compliance. So you could see here there's several types that indicate whether there's forced labor risk, modern slavery risk, where they're located or based or owned in the Xinjiang region in China. If you'd like to dig deeper, you can also click here to look at the direct profile link in the certa.ai graph user interface. This provides more in-depth analysis on their connections, their ownership, and other types of risk factors. Once that's completed, you can also do a UFLPA risk review, which is a systematic way to score and rank your third party's responses from that questionnaire. You can look at the questions, the responses, and the predefined risk scorecard logic that we've set up during implementation for an aggregated risk score and risk level. Lastly, the tier N details step allows for clients to understand the sub-tier, whether that's tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and how all of those connections are related to one another. We have enabled the platform to identify at the root entity if any of these sub-tier connections have a UFLPA risk by updating the status UFLPA risk. That way, your team will know exactly which third parties are the highest priority to focus on and uncover these issues as soon as possible. You can also filter and search for yes, because sometimes this could get very complex with many connection points and tiers. We also have the ability to link out directly to the certa.ai graph profile for each of these businesses, as well as include adjudication functionality to disposition any alerts and leverage the tool from a case management standpoint. I hope you enjoyed this view. Please reach out to learn more.